In the early 20th century, Japanese imperial propaganda depicted forced labor in occupied territories as voluntary cooperation or patriotic service. Official posters showed smiling workers building infrastructure, accompanied by slogans like "Together for Prosperity." This carefully crafted narrative aimed to mask the brutal reality of coercion, presenting exploitation as a collective effort for progress. Archival footage reveals how language and imagery were weaponized to manipulate public perception. Survivor accounts and declassified documents expose the violent enforcement of this voluntary system. Workers faced beatings, starvation, and execution for resistance. In Manchuria's mines, Korean laborers wore numbered tags like livestock, while in Singapore, so-called work volunteers were marched at gunpoint to construction sites. The disparity between propaganda and reality becomes clear when comparing staged photos of cheerful workers with hidden images of emaciated bodies. The illusion of voluntarism was maintained through calculated methods. Forced contracts were backdated, wages were withheld as patriotic donations, and families of resistors faced retaliation. Language played a key role. Labor camps became technical schools, and slave labor was rebranded as industrial training. Internal memos from the Colonial Development Bureau reveal how officials consciously developed these euphemisms to obscure exploitation from international observers. Smuggled diaries and secret recordings preserve acts of defiance. At the Osaka munitions factory, Korean workers intentionally sabotaged production lines. In Taiwan, underground networks distributed leaflets exposing labor conditions. These fragments of truth, often written at great personal risk, dismantle the myth of willing participation. The recent discovery of mass graves in the Philippines further corroborates survivors' accounts of systematic brutality. Modern corporations still employ similar linguistic tactics, rebranding precarious gig work as flexible entrepreneurship. By examining how Imperial Japan manipulated language to justify exploitation, we gain tools to recognize contemporary deception. Historians emphasize that unmasking these patterns requires vigilance, whether confronting colonial apologists or analyzing corporate PR. The final frame shows a 1943 propaganda poster dissolving into a 2023 job ad promising freedom through unpaid internships.